This morning we took a live trade in the Australian dollar to the Japanese dollar using the VMS 2.0 strategy. The way that works is we use structure, momentum, and volume to determine what direction the market's going to be going, at least to try to give ourselves an edge in figuring that out. And so this is how it works, guys. This particular market, Australian dollar, Japanese yen, is at 20-year highs, and here is a strong engulfing candle to the downside. So we're looking at structure here on a 4-hour chart. Here's the engulfing candle to the downside, a pullback up to almost the swing high, but not quite. A rejection candle here. And at that point, we started looking at momentum, which is the next thing we look for. On the 4-hour chart, we had divergent momentum pointing to the downside. And on a daily chart, we have momentum very high and hooking to the downside. So those are rules that's part of the VMS strategy. We've got that. Last thing we look for after we get those is volume. And on the 1-hour chart, we saw volume at 84. On a 15-minute chart, we saw volume at 93 2 times. And so that's our reasoning for taking this market short. And the next one that we are looking at is a limit order, and that's in the euro to the Japanese yen right here. And this is where my limit order is sitting. And so we will see. This one came, this one is at all-time highs, I believe. The market just made, all-time highs. And we have some strong rejection coming off on a 4-hour chart. Another pullback up to, not quite to the swing high, but another pullback that appears to be rejecting that area. And so that's the structure part. And then the momentum, you look at a 4-hour chart, you can see that it is divergent and it is pointing down right in here, right when we're trying to get in. Let's go to the daily chart. So we need divergent, or we need the daily to have momentum high and hooking down, which is exactly what it's doing right here. So that this market should be going down, but based upon where our stop loss was placed, I placed the stop losses using the swing high, and then I add the ATR to that, and I also look at the profit target. So the profit target for me is right in between the 38 and 50% on the Fibonacci. Probably this market's going to come down to the next level here, but I'm perfectly happy with a 2-to-1 win. And then we also, the last part of this is volume, and we had a recent, right in here, we had a recent candle at 95 on volume, and that was on a 1-hour chart. So those are the reasons that we're trying to get into this market, but based on my stop loss and my profit target, that mandated where my entry was in order to get that 2-to-1. And so the market will have to come up here in order to fill us. Those are the two that we took this morning and or watching, trying to get in. And hope you're having a great day.